3、2、1、GO! 普通に
ダメ
セクシーに
ダメ
機械みたいに
ダメ
可愛く
ダメ
ショタボで
ダメだよ
イケボで
ダメ
ロリボも行こう
ダメだよ
Hey, what's going on, little dragons? How are you feeling today? If you're feeling good, please do let me know down in the comments below. Drop a like on this video, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to punch that subscribe button as it will help your little dragon out so very much. Now today, we are going to be reacting to my legend, man, my greatest inspiration, my greatest love, Bruce Lee, man. Bruce Lee. It's just like... Bro, this man died in 1973. Right now we live in 2022. So, and even today, like even the generations today, they look up to Bruce Lee that much. You know, we love him. You know, we look at him as one of us, like one of our family. Bruce Lee is that much of a great inspiration, man. He's that much of a great personality, and you know, the things that he's taught, the things that he is, and what he is. You know, that's more than the thing, and what he has said and what he has left behind him, the legacy he has left behind him. Even though he died young, you know, that's sad. You have to say rest in peace. If he's done this much at a very young age, he's only 33, very young age, he's done this much. Imagine if he lived his complete life. I don't know, there must have been so much they would have taught. If he was around today at this time, like his knowledge, I have a feeling like if he was around now, he'd be doing like YouTube and sharing his knowledge and through social media. And he was able to share his knowledge and inspire the whole world way before all of this social media, which is mind-blowing. You know, that is, wow, how everybody, can you find someone that doesn't know who Bruce Lee is? And he lived in a time without social media. So that's Bruce Lee, that's the power of the dragon. That's why I'm proud to say I'm a little dragon. I mean, I'm a baby, I'm a minute dragon compared to Bruce Lee. I'm like a bacteria, but Bruce Lee is like our legend. So today we're going to be reacting to, I've actually seen all of his movies, so yeah, it's nothing new to me. But this scene, I really liked it, man. I think this is like the first confrontation of Bruce Lee and the bad guy, his sister, who's the reason for his sister's death. So it just builds on from here, like, you know, more Bruce Lee's action builds up, and then, you know, the grand finale, the last fight, iconic fight. We'll react to that one time soon enough. So yes, put you in place first, and we're going to, without further ado, hop right into this. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Fire, man. This scene is just fire. There's no graphics, there's no CGI, there's none of that, but this scene is just fire. Just the look that Bruce Lee has is just fire. Boom. Whoa. Oh, right, jumped into this bit. You underestimate Bruce Lee so much. Boards, don't hit back. Bruce Lee. Yeah, he doesn't bow to him, see? Guys, disrespect. Respect the art, very important.
Boards, don't hit back.
That's it.
Bolo.
Everybody, they must be thinking like, what a legend Bruce Lee was. Man. They must be so happy that they went to this film. My goodness. The guy wasn't even thinking, you know. Oh, that's right, he's gonna do something cheap. Alright, I have to pause this, you know. I have to tell you this. This is actually not Bruce Lee that just did this backflip move. It's an amazing move, they did it for the film, but it was actually a stuntman. I forgot his name. There's a stuntman is around, yeah, they gave an interview. That broke my heart, you know, obviously, I have to be honest. It did kind of break my heart, but then I started to understand, like, a film is a film, so, yes. Even though, okay, Bruce Lee can't do this, but it doesn't mean he's not a legend. So what if he can't backflip? It's still a legend. So yes, I mean every even Jackie Chan, they say the most any actor's ever done apart from like Jackie Chan and whatever, like Tony Jaa or something, like those extremists, everyone only does about like 36%, maybe like 50% of their own stunts. So the fact that these guys have done most of their own stunts is already amazing. So just needed to clarify that. But yeah, I do know that that's not Bruce Lee right now. That's a stuntman that did that move for Bruce Lee, and there was other moves in this film that stuntman has done. You know, the backflip when they put their hands up, he does the backflip and stuff. Yeah, but all the fight scenes and all of that, that's all Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee's knowledge and legacy lives on forever. So I just wanted to make that clear. Boom. Oh no. Oh, how are you getting up after that? You literally landed on it. Yeah. Ooh. It's a man with style even back then, man. I love that when he does that. Wait, he's gonna do it in a sec. Now, everyone's watching. Jim Kelly. Oh, that's all your organs gone. In real life, you'll be coughing out blood. Bro. Bruce Lee's got some lightning speed and some crazy power. How skinny he is. Look how young he looks as well. He looks like a teenager. Avenging the death of the sister. Oi. No way. No. But look at that emotion that he's showing, man, for his sister. That love and that pain. That's the reason for his sister's death, isn't it? That's right. Finished. Wow.
O'Hara's treachery has disgraced us.
Wow. What we doing, man? High energy, high power, man. Bruce Lee, off screen and on screen, man. On screen, you just watch him, you get the energy, you feel the, like, his presence. It's just his screen presence. I love that so much, man. Bruce Lee, I think this is probably my favorite. That what's his name? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, that tall guy that he fights in Game of Death. Wow, that was also an epic fight, man. That was also an epic fight. The suit that he wears is still iconic till this day. That's still like mad. Jeet Kune Do, man. Very, because that's what he's the first person to mix a bunch of martial arts together and call it MMA, like how MMA is. Back then it was like, you know, in China they have their own style of fighting, you know, they have their own kung fu and their own Shaolin and different forms of that, and karate and all of that is like Japanese, and they have their own style of fighting. In Korea they have like Taekwondo. America, you know, like Western style fighting, they have their wrestling, they have their boxing, and then you have Thai, which have their Muay Thai, and then you have Indian, which is their style of martial arts. And you've got all sorts of martial arts in different descents. Like Israel, you've got Krav Maga. So there's all sorts of martial arts from different places and different styles of martial arts, depending on where they come from. So Bruce Lee was the first person to understand, like, let's mix them together, you know, let's not try, like, okay, instead of saying there's these people fight like this, or these people fight like this, or what, he's Chinese, but he can mix. Okay, we understand Chinese, we learned Wing Chun, so Wing Chun is like in short, close quarters, but he grew up in America as well, so he used some of their boxing because he really loved Muhammad Ali. You know, Muhammad Ali was the fighter that Bruce Lee looked up to, So he took inspirations from that, and then he looked at other martial arts, and then even fencing, even all sorts of stuff. Mostly like standing combat, but he mixed them all together, and he was able to make, you know, MMA. And honestly, in this time and age, with cultures, with food, we a lot of people do that with food, right? We try out different. We don't just stick to our one thing. No, we try out different things and put them all together, and you know, see what's good, and maybe even mix and match. You know, what's to say, but different cultures and different things. So with martial arts, it wouldn't be what it is today without Bruce Lee. I'm not saying Bruce Lee would destroy everybody in the UFC. That's not what I'm trying to say. But Bruce Lee, as an idol, as a coach, is brilliant. Right? He is the grandmaster of MMA. In my books, he is the grandmaster of MMA. Yeah, it wouldn't be what it is today without him, man. So amazing. So I owe it to him. You guys owe it to him. He's been a great inspiration in my life. He will be a great inspiration in my life. My kids, my grandkids, will be a great inspiration to them as well. He doesn't have death, man. I know I say rest in peace, but according to me, Bruce Lee's still alive, man. His legacy, his name is still around. We are still blessed to be in the world that he existed in. And that's to you, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what you need to be. You know, we shouldn't be the people that live and die and go. You need to leave your legacy behind. Like how Bruce Lee did for him. He did it with his martial arts. You can do it for yours. Whatever you're talented in, you can leave that legacy behind you and move on. You have no control over your death. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Who cares, man? But what you leave behind you, the things you say, the things you do, and that legacy gets left behind you, that's what stays forever. Take Bruce Lee as that example. So there's many things that I could, you know, that it's great to learn about Bruce Lee. And physically, man, his physique is crazy, man. I don't think that guy, I don't think he's ever used steroids. It's just hard work, but repetitive hard work. And his diet plan is very, you know, it's very strict. Yeah, I don't think he eats anything like unhealthy and stuff. Some sources say that he does take weed and stuff, but no, I don't know about that. Just healthy eating, you know, regular exercise. These are all things. These will be good for you. And yeah, that's it. No, that's all Bruce Lee, man. That's all Bruce Lee. Is there anything I need to say about Bruce Lee? Yeah, I've made some videos. You know, if you guys can do me a favor, I'll put it down in the description. You know, some of my training videos. Definitely is, you know, inspired by Bruce Lee. It's inspired by a bunch of you know, great martial artists and martial arts, not just martial arts actors, but like actual fighters and actual people. It's been really like a lot of fighters that I do look up to. Maybe in this time and age, like Mayweather, you know, Khabib, love Khabib. There's loads of fighters, like there's many, and Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, like actors, and then old, you know, prehistoric, like Rocky Marciano, Muhammad Ali. Like these all people I put together, I got inspired by them, and I made my own training videos. So if you guys could go check that out, I made like playlists and stuff. You can go check that out. It'll be in the description. It'll mean the absolute world to me, man. That would be amazing for me, man. I love you all, man. You're all amazing. You're all awesome. Stay home, stay safe, stay blessed, stay awesome, my little dragons. And I will definitely see you all in the next video.